All I require is someone to send me an MP3 of the song without drums and with, if they have, usually most people have programmed drums already or maybe have another drum track they want me to replace. I rarely get something that they have not given me any idea as to what they want. Because what I'll do is I'll go in, I'll listen to the song. If it has drums on it, I do a quick chart. And then I go and I'll record at least 2 tracks of drums, 2 different takes of drums, usually maybe one with a slightly different approach than the other. And then after the second take, I supply alternate fills, so they can cut in different fills, and I give all the separate samples of each drum. And then I upload the individual tracks I've recorded onto an FTP site or send them via YouSendIt. And I can go in, I can download, for an average pop song, I can download the MP3s, chart it, get a little sound check, do 2 takes, alternate fills, sounds, and have it uploaded on the FTP site in less than an hour. So I pride myself in how quickly I can do it and how musically I can do it. And I also, when someone sends me the scratch track with the recorded drums, I listen to the kind of sounds, because that gives me an idea as to what they want as well. Is it a high snare drum with a lot of ring? Is it a low thuddy snare drum? How are the toms tuned? Is it a big bass drum? Is it very ambient? And I have, I think I've maybe re-recorded tracks once or twice in my whole life, which means I have happy clients. And I require half the money up front, usually via PayPal. And then after I send them the finished tracks, then they pay me the other half of the money. And it works really, really great. And I have only met maybe 10% of the people for whom I've recorded, because almost everybody is somewhere else on the planet. I started playing Gretsch finally because I'd been playing I'd gone through 4 different drum companies. And when I used to, back in the days when there were more bigger recordings and other recording studios, and when I get off the road, I do sessions, and I usually just tell the producer or engineer, just hire me a kit, I'll show up. And 85% of the time I'd show up, there would be a Gretsch drum set there. And I remember when I recorded with Simple Minds, we were using, Jeff Porcaro was a Pearl endorsee, but he only used Gretsch in the studio. We were using one of his old Gretsch kits, and they flew the drum set around the world. We recorded in 4 different studios. They could have bought 3 drum sets for the price that they paid. But there's something magical and special about Gretsch. It's caused people to always want to record with it. So I thought, well, I'm going to start endorsing Gretsch because I love these drums. So in 2002, I got serious, and I've been with Gretsch for, it's my 11th year. And I was talking with the design engineer and marketing guru John Palmer from KMC Gretsch in America, and I've been doing so many clinics. I said, John, we really need another snare drum. We need like a 12x6 or a 13x6, like a drum that can be tight and can be used as a second snare drum but still fat, something that's wood. I would love it if you guys put out a snare drum that had the expanded snare strainers, 42 strand strainers. And I was talking about everything I wanted in a drum, and by the end of the conversation, he said, well, let's make a Mark Schulman signature drum then. And that's how my signature drum came out, and it's the best-selling signature instrument in the history of the whole Gretsch company, guitars, drums, everything. Because it's medium-priced, and it sounds fantastic. Gretsch feels like home to me. Sabian I've been endorsing since 1988. I originally bought Sabian cymbals because they sounded like Zildjians and they were cheaper. And then I grew into loving the sound of Sabian cymbals, and now it feels like home. Remo heads, I started with Remo, I tried all the other different head companies, came back around, I'm back to Remo, because Remo feels like and sounds like home. Vic Firth sticks, the sticks, that's the only point for a drummer. That's your point of touch, that's your tactile moment. You don't touch the drums or cymbals, you touch the sticks, so they're vitally important. And as humans, we can detect the slightest bit of weight differentiation, or if a stick is slightly warped. So the sticks are integral. And I actually recently changed sticks. I'm now playing the Vic Firth X55B, which is like a 5B Extreme, but a little thicker, and I love them. And I hadn't played a new stick for years. I've been using Shure microphones forever. Again, they have that sound that I'm used to in recording. I've been using Cubase electronics, and I love Toka percussion. I use what I like, and that's what I play. And the series of drums I have on the road for Gretsch, I have the Brooklyn series, which I fell in love with those drums when I demoed them. I was the guy that was demoing all the drums for all of the reps right before NAMM Show 2012. And I was so excited that I told John Palmer, the same gentleman, I said, John, after NAMM Show, let's get a kit of the Brooklyns in my studio. Let's just do a demo, you and me in the studio. I said, I'll do it for free. I love these drums because they're American-made drums. They sound like the classic Gretsch USA Custom, but instead of being maple and gumwood, they're maple and poplar. And they have these single-flanged hoops. And so they have this tone that's really focused, and they're a little quieter, a little warmer, but I just love the drums. I play what I love, and I just resonate with it. And I'm very fortunate to have fantastic companies that really support me, and the relationships are very, very important to me. So with endorsements, it really is about building up the relationship with the people in the company. And the last thing I'll say about endorsements is, it's not about what can you do for me, it's about what can I do for you. So if you're looking to get an endorsement, it's not about, hey, how much gear are you going to give me? It's about, you got to show them how much exposure you're going to give them, how many people you're going to teach, how many people you are going to, the people whose lives you're going to enhance by talking about this company that you endorse. So what are you going to give them back? Then they have a reason to want to give you gear or endorse you or put you in ads because you are giving back to them, and that's always been my philosophy as well.